Hello, lovelies, and welcome back to another video on the full moon. I literally cannot believe that I am saying that we are here to speak about the November 2021 full moon. This year has gone so fast. Literally, we've blinked and we've pretty much missed it. So, full moon, November 2021. All I can say is buckle up, babes. We are heading into a stormy time from this full moon. Now, this is partly due to the partial lunar eclipse, that this moon is going to feel like it is on steroids. Now, I'm just going to caveat that. Just because I'm putting this very open warning out there, it does not mean we need to step into fear. It means we should be prepared. It means, we should be very aware that it's going to be an intense time for truths and emotions. Now, that's personally, globally, politically, you name it, it's all coming to the surface. So, of course, this is going to result in chaos. Of course, it's going to result in uncertainty. You are going to be questioning things about yourself, about other people. In fact, I'm seeing it quite a lot already in my communities. I'm seeing people really questioning, well, who is this person? What is this person? Where did they come from? How have they done that? And it's very, very interesting how this full moon energy is already bringing that up for people. It is going to be encouraging you to break away or remove anything that has been less than stable in your life, people that you follow, friendships, relationships, maybe career, things like that. It is a literal shakeup that is coming. Now, the last time we had a Taurus eclipse was in 2014. So I'm just going to throw it out there to you guys for something to ponder. What was your growth like in 2013 to 2014, like end of 2013 going into and to the end of 2014? Now, if you can remember, of which obviously a lot of people won't, but if you can remember, it may shed some light, some insights for you as to what is going to be coming over the next 12 months. I'm going to be honest with you. This really excites me and also scares the hell out of me all at the same time. So I'm being really vulnerable with you guys today. This was when I remembered and awakened. This was when I quit everything and wandered the planet to discover my truth, to discover my purpose, to discover my passions. I wonder where we will be energetically at the end of 2022. Do you now see why I mentioned buckling up at the beginning? Honestly, 2013, end of 2013, I went to Thailand. I came back, I quit my job. I went to South America to meet somebody. Then I went to, I traveled the world. Like after I burnt out and quit my job on the trading floor, I traveled the world. Like that period of time was, it's carved out everything that I've done since. So I'm excited and a little bit scared as to what's going to be coming for all of us. I'm more excited. Please know that I'm more excited. I'm just thinking, my gosh, can I really ascend that much more? But I'm open to it. I'm absolutely open to it. If you have been watching my Instagram lives recently, you would have heard me mention many times, choose your timeline. Now, ladies and gents, there are two options for everyone right now: continued karmic consequences or future peace and happiness. Now, it's not as simple as just choosing. It's about standing in your truth and maintaining it no matter what. When you do that, this moon is going to catapult your journey by providing circumstances and opportunities for you to restart and rebuild all of your foundations. It's exciting, right? A little bit scary, but it's very, very, very exciting. So I feel it's really important to say that in this now moment, that change is absolutely inevitable. We cannot go back to where we were 2 years ago. No matter how many people would like us to go back there, there is just no way that we can. We have seen things, heard things, realized things that we just cannot forget. So the only way forward is change. Now, I know there's lots of people around the world that fear change so much. They like their security, which is why maybe they're making the decisions and the choices that they are. Acceptance that it's never going to return to how it was is going to really help us step into that next dimension. The powerful combination of full moon and eclipse means that we can literally quantum leap into these new lives, cutting all of the cords from all of the old. Now, as I have previously mentioned, emotions could look chaotic through this time. Really look at your relationships, starting with self. Remember, all that we believe is all we will achieve. If you believe you deserve happiness and love, trust me, in this period, it will come up. However, if you are sabotaging behind closed doors, all whilst putting out love and light and happiness and peace and all the rest of it, but behind closed doors, you're sabotaging, that is very likely what will come up for you. So long story short, ladies and gents, self-love, self-love, self-love. It's all about self-love from here, my babes. Nature holds all of the answers to all of our questions. Disconnect from the matrix, stand and live in your truth. Now, as I mentioned last month in the full moon information that I provided you with, this is setting us up for 2022. So consider that. What's your 2022 going to look like? Let's step into the ritual. So for some of you, this doesn't resonate with you, absolutely fine. Swing on by, ladies and gents. You've got the full moon information, which will be helpful enough for you. But if you are somebody that likes to do the rituals, stick around because that is coming next. Okay, so to start this ritual, obviously there's a list of ingredients as per a smudging tool of choice, something to light the smudging tool of choice, a candle, obviously you will need the lighting equipment for that, a bowl of water, a piece of paper and a pen. They're the essentials. And then there's some additional things that you may like. Essential oils, music, crystals, completely up to you. If you feel drawn to add those extra bits in, please do. If not, don't worry about it. Just enjoy it the way that it is. Okay, as always, step number one is cleansing your aura. So light your smudging tool of choice and literally just go around yourself, cleanse your aura. And as you do that, repeat some words like this. I am worthy of all my heart's desires. I am welcoming love, happiness, and peace. Makes you feel good. Okay, step number two, cleanse your space. So again, as always, walk around your room or wherever you're going to be doing this and just allow all of that, the energy to just dissipate around you. I release all of the stagnant energy that no longer serves. I welcome in love, peace, happiness, light, and truth. Then take your candle, pop it somewhere really safe, pop on some music if you feel drawn, you know, grab your crystals, have your essential oils diffusing, whatever setup you would like, but make sure that at this point the candle is lit and it's somewhere safe, okay? Step number 4, start by silencing your busy mind. You may want to hold your hand on your heart space, or maybe if you've got your crystal in your hand, you may want to hold that on your heart space. Obviously, just go with what you're drawn to do. And gently ask what is required to come up for you to release. Now sit with this for about 11 to 15 minutes. I don't know why. Normally I give 10 to 15, but they told me 11. So we're going for 11 to 15 minutes. And maybe just have some background music going on, solfeggio frequencies, Milan. You know, there's lots of amazing things out there. I've got some new channels that I should probably share with you as well, but I never remember their names. And just really listen into the frequency. Listen into the frequency and allow the flow. Your physical vessel, your soul knows everything it needs to do to get you through this. Now, step number 5, when you come out of meditation, write down the keywords or sentences so that you've got a list, okay? It's just important for you to just, anything that's really coming up, just dump them down on paper because you don't want to lose them. If you haven't really come up with anything, there's some questions for you. And also, if you want to answer these questions, please do on your piece of paper. What would you like to release from your life? What has been holding you back? What has been your resistance? Who have you blamed? What needs to change for your heart's desires? So once you've answered those questions, or, you know, you've written down all of this stuff, just sit with it for 5-10 minutes, just in case there's anything else lingering in the background that hasn't surfaced through that initial exercise. Step number 7, when you are done, hold this list to your heart space and say, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You have served me so well until now. However, I have changed. I am burning these cords and I am moving on. Step number 8. I'm sure you can guess what's coming. Take your list. What I tend to do is fold it lengthways. So it's like a long piece of paper rather than put it into a little box kind of thing. I fold it lengthways and then then we're going to pop it into the candle. Okay, so we're actually going to burn the list. Watch it all dissipate in the smoke and in the energy that is being released. Now, once it's obviously on fire and it's burning down, pop it in the water to just put that fire out. That's why it's really important to have a bowl of water with you. Recognize how light you feel by releasing all of this stuff, by cutting the cords. Obviously, where fire and smoke is concerned, you might want to do it outside. Please just make sure that you are somewhere safe, where it's under control. Please do not allow children to use matches, lighters, or burn anything without adult supervision. I think that's enough disclaimers there. So as I was saying, step number 9, notice how light you feel. Recognize what that feels like. Now, step number 10 is an optional extra if you fancy doing this. It's certainly something I'm going to do. Write down a list of things, or write a list of what or how you are going to replace with the things that you've just released. Say, for example, you've just released that I don't want to be angry anymore. I don't want to be insecure anymore. So what are we going to welcome in? I'm going to welcome in vulnerability. I'm going to share with people quite how I feel and how ready I am to connect with them, even though I'm scared. I'm going to be vulnerable. Ladies and gents, let me know how this lands with you. Let me know if it resonates with your soul. And the only other thing I've got to say to you is happy full moon, babes. We're almost out of 2021. I will see you all in the next video.